Is it okay to not have career aspirations? It's fine, but be aware that it will really affect your entire life. I'm not super career driven by any stretch of the imagination, but I still understand that my later years will be a hell of a lot better with savings, pension, home ownership, the ability to retire. You'll also have a harder time raising and supporting a family without a better paying job. These things might not matter to you now, but people's goals change a lot as they grow older, and it can be very hard to compete with people much younger than you when you want to reprioritize things. Life's about what makes you content, not what you earn. Just remember, future you might want more options. People think you can only find happiness with a corporate career after getting a diploma, ignorant of the fact that there's people everywhere who live happy, fulfilling lives without it. Sure, money won't rain from the heavens, but as long as you and yours are safe and sound with a roof over your head and food on the table, who cares? I'm in my 40s and never had any career I could enjoy. It's not a good way to live, especially in a modern society. So to the young, I would always say that you need to find something you have a passion for and go after it. Otherwise you'll be my age and then telling youths the exact same thing. Life has trade-offs. By having a low-paying job, there will be certain things not available to you anymore. If you're fine with it, then nobody can tell you otherwise. You don't need a good career. Make enough money to live and you'll live. Make enough money to do a bit more, then you'll be able to do a bit more. If you're comfortable being a cashier and you still get everything you want out of life, don't waste time going to law school. I would change your mindset. It's not a dead-end job. It's a 9-5 that helps pay your bills and allows you to have a healthy work-life balance. I didn't realize this was important to me until I turned 30. Don't let others make you feel bad about wanting that. There's nothing wrong with not being career-oriented. You have one life, don't spend it worrying about living up to the social norm. I personally believe that way of thinking is on its way out anyways. Obviously, just make sure you can live off what you make. Be happy. It's as long as you're okay not making money. For me, that's giving up vacations, nice clothes, buying video games whenever I want, eating at restaurants I like, buying a house, going to concerts. You don't need to be rich to do all of that, but if you have a good career, you can afford nice things in life. Yeah, I mean, why would a job be our dream? My dreams involve everything but jobs. But in realistic terms, the goal would be a decently paying job that doesn't take a lot out of me, so I can focus on the things I actually want to do. None of those have anything to do with any job. You can try it. I started out not earning much and it's stressful. It's exhausting to always think about how much things cost before you put them into a grocery cart, or to have to take things out because you only have so much you can spend until your next paycheck. I now earn enough to be comfortable, and it's a relief to buy what I want at the grocery store without only buying things that are on sale or discounted because their sell-by date is today. Being poor takes a mental toll on you that people don't always have enough empathy for. The whole mentality of dead-end jobs frustrates me. Working retail, customer service, food industry, waste management, all these jobs are super duper important to society. Not everyone needs to be an executive, sitting in Zoom meetings all day. I chose work that doesn't pay very well, because I set my priorities in life, and work is just not the most important one for me. Not even top 3, TBH. I do what I enjoy, have stability and minimize work stress. So do what you enjoy, and work with your values. I felt like this when I was 19, now I'm 24, and really wish I had focused on finding a career. Don't complain to Reddit in 5 years about how your life sucks, how the government owes you money, or complain about rich people. No one owes you anything. I'm serious. If it makes you happy, do the minimum. But understand what that means at it. To answer your question, yes, it is okay. Sure, as long as you understand the financial position you'll be in making minimum wage your whole life. Probably not ideal if you plan to move out of your parents' house, have a family, travel, etc. Marrying someone that makes a lot of money is an option, but that's less likely to happen if you're a guy. Yes, what matters is if you are happy. You might find that your perspective and priorities change rather profoundly as you age. Poverty is much more bearable when you are young, maybe even expected as you get your education and career, if any, sorted out. As you move into your late 20s and your 30s, you will likely start to regret it, although you will still be young enough to change to some degree. By your 40s, you will be pretty much locked into whatever life path you have chosen. 50s and on, you will likely deeply regret having chosen a life of poverty. I am not saying that choosing a path that you hope will lead to modest wealth guarantees that you will become modestly wealthy. I am saying that choosing a path that likely will lead to poverty almost certainly guarantees a life of poverty. Buying lottery tickets is not fiscal planning. It's good to find where you're content. As long as you can cover the cost of that, the rest is luxury. I realized I didn't want a lot of things I'm supposed to. There are things I do that's not conventional flighty. Some things I had to do. You find a balance and enjoy it in the meantime. Just have an idea, vision, etc., but know it changes. This book might help. Books.google.com books about 20-something manifesto.html equals 9.lwg ekajri dyers equals y. It's an easy read and guide. You can't really fail at life, just different ways of living it. Knew a guy who felt the same. After a few years of dead-end factory work, he ran into an old teacher who asked why was he doing that. He was smart, with potential. It got him thinking. He ultimately became a lawyer and did well. Do what you like. Maybe one day you'll want something else, but never fear change. Think about when you get older and are ready to retire. You really gotta start investing ASAP to be able to not have to work at 80. And it would probably make your life so much harder even as of right now. A career should be a means to an end. Think about what goals you have in life, what makes you happy, and find a career that can fund that lifestyle. It doesn't have to be something you love, but try to choose something you can do well.